Welcome, welcome. We see you, DeMarcus, already in the chat. Of course, you see fam is here. Bay.
Hey.
We are here to talk about The Shy, season 7, episode 9. What the heck is the name of this episode? Oh, Last Respects. And see, I don't like that they called it that because they made it seem like something like he was gone.
Yeah, they did a great job at withholding whether he was gone or not. So shout out to, the Shy for that because nobody knew. There was no leaks, no nothing. And I was like, yo, is he gone? Is he not? Like, oh, you saw a leak? You saw
I did.
something?
I did. I saw a leak.
Yeah, okay. You got that inside,
Yes,
Oh,
I
that's
did
good
see a
though.
leak. Look, that's why I was like, well, okay, well, I can wait to watch it now that I know. I'm laughing.
Well, you got to put me on behind the scenes.
Really, it was just TikTok.
Oh, okay, yeah,
It was
TikTok.
really just TikTok.
The
There was no
culprits.
inside of this shit.
the inside, yeah, the TikTok culprits. Gotcha.
Yeah. But yeah, as y'all are coming in, make sure that
What's
y'all
up?
hit the like and the subscribe button. And yeah, we about to get shady, y'all. All right. So, okay. So Marcus said this episode was a solid 8. What you think, BK? What would you give it?
I give it a 10.
You give it a 10.
I give it a 10. It was very emotional, very touching. To me, it was about legacy. To me, it wasn't a whole lot of extra gunplay on that one, you know what I'm saying? But it was like a reality check for me. Just as far as like legacy living on and people coming to the realization that they need to, do what they need to do, you know what I'm saying, get their affairs in order. And, just a lot of, at least what Alicia said really touched me. Like people think they got more time when they don't.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, and then at the same time, my mom is 80 now. So I'm at a place in my life where I'm just like, affairs got to be in order. So it really touched me.
So for me to give it a 10, I think that Reg would have to be gone.
Of course.
Reg would have to be gone for me to give it a 10, but it is very close for me. It is a 9. I give it a 9 because I'm glad that people are starting to realize like Reg really got to go. Like we need to really get rid of this dude. I love that his brothers put him out.
Yes.
And I love the fact that Vic didn't fold. Like he's trying to get them emotionally. Like you gonna do this to your own brother? You gonna pick him over me? I was like,
nah.
And Vic was like, here, take your bags.
That's it. Get the F out. And then when he tried to be like, this ain't your place to kick it out. And when Jake stepped up, it was like,
spoke up, I said,
yeah, good. Yes.
So yeah, I loved all that. For that, I give it a 9. But I mean, if he ends up in jail or in the ground or something, it'll definitely be a 10 plus for me.
Yes. Either way, I'm good. Right. Like I said, I was glad that he came back because he had to bring this element for us to really desire for him to go. And he had to bring the trouble, which is bringing people closer together. And it's revealing a lot of stuff, too. So it's good that he's here because it's revealing more things as far as how close people are. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
Okay,
What up?
Yeah. Hopefully Keisha starts telling that she's the best smoker. I thought she did it. She is already. Because remember, even Candace, she was gonna order from Smokies, and she was like, "Damn, I love that cheese dip."
Right, and Keith was like, "Man, that ain't nothing. It ain't nothing but shredded cheese.
Yeah, so I think she is. I think she is already selling it at.
Yeah,
at
she
Smokies.
is. Did you have some? I man asked that question before. Like he must have had some.
Huh?
I said DeMarcus asked that question before. He said he made that statement. I'm like, did you have some that you want her to sell it there, bro?
He gonna go travel to go get it.
Hey,
Hey, Blatant Truth.
What's up?
Fake. Okay.
Luke.
I was just about to say.
Yeah.
Hey, Steven. Okay, Steven gives it a 9 also.
Okay.
He said, "What's
Okay.
good, Vacay?"
What up? What up, my guys? Yeah. What's up, everybody?
We are finally seeing the light. We are finally seeing the light. This man has to go. All it took was for Emmett to get pow pow. That's all it took. Now we see this man has to go.
Yeah, look, Emmett is like the staple of the show. I said it on one of my lives. I'm like, yo, he's been there since day one, episode 1, season 1. Like, how you gonna pop Emmett? So yeah, I'm with you. Let's get him out of here.
Candace and Reg storyline is like Duda and Tracy storyline.
You see that already, bro? They just started this showing us Candace and Reg. How do you make that connect? Because he a street dude?
I didn't get that from that.
I didn't get it
I feel
either.
like Tracy was deep. Tracy was deep in it.
Well, Duda was deep in it.
That he was. That he was. Reg is not going anywhere. Reg is replacing Duda. Let me get this.
I don't know. Look, it's getting close again.
We are going to try something a little different. Vacay is definitely going to have to help me out here because.
Yeah.
Let me see.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to try posting up the pictures and just kind of, speaking about each scene as the pictures are up. Now, I know we started off this episode basically because I was like, how the hell did Emmett get to the hospital? So I know we started off this episode, Hannibal and basically Reg is in the house arguing about what the hell happened. And Reg really ain't trying to hear. He's just like, man, get this man out of here. So he dragged him out the house and basically took him to the hospital. Because I was like, why didn't Reg get locked up? But I should have known better that Reg was taking that man to the hospital. Let me see. So Keisha.
Hey.
Okay, is this the one?
Oh, well, this one Keisha's at the restaurant. Mm-hmm.
Oh, is it? Okay. Well, I'm gonna just bear with me, y'all. Bear with me. I'm gonna just do this one. No, because that's the last one. Well, regardless, okay. Everybody's in the waiting room. Keisha's in the waiting room. She's kind of losing it because, she's worried about Emmett and whether he's going to come out of surgery okay, if he's even going to make it out of surgery, and basically the fact that he could possibly end up brain dead. And Tiff is kind of like, well, did y'all ever discuss that? Like, do you know what he wants? Of course, it was never a conversation because they never even discussed marriage.
Right.
Tiff basically said that her and Rob never discussed it either. And I think this is basically what you were talking about, BKJ. Like, just the fact that, like, all these things that could really happen, that you just need to have your affairs in order.
Right.
And yeah, like, I think it's just kind of hitting everybody. Like, shit, if it can happen to Emmett, like,
yeah,
like, can you talk about she got to watch out for
yeah, I mean, Emmett's like the least likely person to get popped, right? That's why everybody's kind of freaking out. You know what I'm saying? So they don't really know how it went down with what's his name, dumbass Damien, right? with his betting. So they just they are freaking out. I agree with you.
Yeah. I know Nook pulled Keisha to the side to just kind of find out what happened. She gave him the rundown. I wanted to know where Reg is staying at. I thought that he knew, but it was Reg that was coming to him. But she was basically like that. She thinks he's staying at Jake's apartment. So he ran up on Jake at the hospital,
right?
And basically said, "Listen, I need to know who he run with." And he told him, he rolls with Hannibal. Okay. Then let me see. I know Darnell got in Damien's ass about And see, and I'm glad he did, because like, how the hell you ask your stepmom for money knowing what the hell I just told you? You know, he was like, so Jada spoke up, basically was like, you know, I should have gave you all the money. And he's like, did you really ask Jada for the money after I told you what happened? Like, what was going on? And he was like, I had no choice. I lost another bet. I was gonna get my ass whooped.
Dummy.
And I was just, you know what? I would have been okay if somebody whooped Damon's ass in the hospital.
Well, you already there. They could patch him up
them
real
both
quick,
laying
right?
up in there.
You funny.
It's like, now you got your brother laid up in the hospital, and what if he don't make it? You know what I mean? And it's like, he got his wife next to him, who's terminal right now, and his son laid up in the hospital. And then when Damien didn't want to take accountability, oh my God, I wanted Keisha to just.
Yeah, she should have slapped him or something, right?
Should've.
He's like, I didn't tell him to go do that. Like, again, they didn't grow up together. So this dude don't understand how Emmett moves and his chemistry, that he is going to defend his family through and through. We saw last season how he rolled up on Duda more than a couple times, you know what I'm saying? And he got beat down, but Emmett is that dude. Like, I will protect my family no matter what. He don't know that. So he walking around ignorant, saying ignorant things. And it's like, bruh, like, you don't know your brother, but he loves you. Yeah. He'll do anything for you. And that's how most of us are, you know what I'm saying, for our fam. You know, we'll die for our family, period.
You know? And Darnell basically told him, listen, if I catch you gambling again, like, you're out of our lives. Like, that's it. And Damien said that he was done. Darnell told him, look, you better pray your brother make out of this, okay? And he was just like, I am praying. Sir, I need to see you. I need to see you down on hands and knees. Like,
you need to leave town. We need to get Damien out of here, bro. You talking about Reds need to go.
I would be okay if Damien was gone too, because he came in and like he came in like a wrecking ball.
Yeah, for real. Just like Reds, just in a different way, right? You know what I mean? So
yeah, he's just reckless. He's annoying the hell out of me. He is. Okay, remember that Q was involved with Tracy, and Duda got involved with Tracy and Reg taking Candace from Dante. I mean, I hear you, DeMarcus. I'm still not getting.
Okay, because Q. All right, so Q was the father of Tracy's son that got killed. So Q was messing around with Tracy. We didn't see it, but they talked about it a little bit.
Tracy messes around with everybody.
Tracy always with the street dudes, man.
I mean, but can we keep one? Do we got to have all the street dudes? Like,
so I think he's making the
streets running through her. I mean,
she was
for everybody.
Tracy was with Ronnie. Tracy was with Q. Tracy was with Duda.
Like,
and now
you're only proving my point.
Yeah, and Candace, and Candace, and Candace. He's trying to say Candace is also for the streets because Dante and now.
I mean, she gives that impression, but we really don't know. I mean, that is the impression she gives, especially with the way, you know, she started talking to Reg. But I mean, she ain't got a long list quite yet
that we know of. That hasn't
that
been
we
revealed.
know of. That's what I'm saying. She gives the impression that she does.
Oh yeah. So she moving random.
We can name Tracy's list.
Right, because she's been around for a long time. Look, Candace, she probably has a list. It hasn't been revealed. We're learning more about Candace. I was freaked out when we found out Candace is Keith's cousin. I was like,
I'm like, oh, she's back.
That came out of nowhere.
And she's more than just this dude's girl. Like,
yeah, she more than a random.
I guess she may be around for a little while.
Yeah, she may be. But I always like the actress. I like her. You know.
Yes. Yeah. As a kid growing up, like for real. Was it me or was everybody extremely calm at the hospital? Darnell showed the most emotion, in my opinion. Damien doesn't count. Damien doesn't count. I do feel like everybody was calm. I think Keisha kind of flipped out for a little bit, but I mean, really, what could you do? What could you do?
I think when they got there, they was pretty intense. But once it was like, okay, he's stable, I think
And
people
he's in
calmed down
surgery, like, we just waiting to hear something,
yeah, it's not like it was like, oh, we in emergency. Nah, he was stabilized. So that's why everybody was kind of like, okay, we got to wait and see if he wakes up now. That's all. Yeah.
Nook makes a house call to an unsuspecting friend, Alicia, with an idea visit. Tiffany in hospital, a guilt-heavy Damien makes a promise.
Is that your script, sir? Are you
Right.
writing a new script, sir? You give us a whole different scenario.
I'm like, wait a second, what?
Yeah. I'm like, is this a new narrative? Is this the Shad alternate universe? Like, what's up, my guy? What's going on?
Hannibal snitching on Reg now. Nook did too.
Yeah.
Too much talking in this episode. I feel like Hannibal did what he had to do. He said, I'm sleeping in the bed with my wife, and
That's
I'm not like he said, I am not letting this come mess up my household.
No,
all right.
He says
he done messed up enough.
He says some things are sacred, and sleeping with my wife is. So he ain't gonna be staying here. You know, Kyla Pratt's so cute with her little Dr. Doolittle voice. No, he ain't effing to stay here. Like her little voice is so cute. I'm like, look at Dr. Doolittle. Like, come on with you. You being tough now. She was cute.
He come here. You sleeping on the couch. He said, oh, no. He can't. He can't stay here.
I felt
it ain't happening, homie.
I felt him right here in the heart. No, you ain't separate me and my wife over this.
I knew DeMarcus was gonna know her name. I knew he was gonna know her name.
Yeah, he told me the other day.
I have her as Kyla Pratt.
Yeah.
Yes, Damien still has to go.
Yes. Yes.
Tiffany a bum for acting like Victor betrayed her by not telling her Bridge was alive. Why would he even think that would be important to her? She's certainly not telling him everything that's going on in her life. I agree.
Yeah, I agree, Stephen. Too.
But that's not why I think she a bum. I mean, I think she a bum.
That's another reason I know where you're going. I know where you're going.
Especially with all this going on. Like, you know what? Let me get my son back. Like,
everybody been saying that, and the writers ain't even going there. Like, she a bum because she just always needing attention of a man. That's why she a bum in all of this. Yeah. That's another. We'll get to that.
Nook slipped up when he said that it was Nook's idea for Duda to take out.
Yes.
Hannibal could tell Reg this intel.
Yes. Yes. Especially telling Hannibal, that dude whose lips sink ships. This dude gonna tell everything, snitch on everybody, give up addresses. Like he giving up
no problem.
No problem. All to sleep with his wife and have peace. Yeah. Yeah.
Thank you to Marcus. Everyone just confessing to their crimes, to everyone who would listen is certainly a choice. Reg might as well post on IG saying he pow-powed Emmett at this point.
I know, right? I was surprised.
Right? He told a complete stranger when Keith just walked in the house. Oh yeah, I just pow-powed him.
See, that's the ignorance of a street dude.
I was
like, yeah, what? I just popped him. You know, but that's kind of like the rappers today. You see how they rapping about popping somebody and now they getting locked up. So he an old dude with a YN mentality. You know what I'm saying?
I was like, okay. Yeah. And he just told you he worked for this dude. I was like, okay. Hey, Colton.
Salute.
All right, let's get back into it. Let me see where I left off. I think we basically talked about this when Nook went over to Hannibal's. Let me see if we got. Here we go. Basically, Nook went over to Hannibal's. He said he didn't even know he was married. Okay, Angie was like, "Yeah, what do you do now?" Okay, whole wife here. All right. And Nook told Hannibal, "Listen, I need you to keep eyes on Reg." And he was like, "Sir, do you know what you're asking?" He said, "I know what I'm offering, and that's protection." So he's like, "Oh my God, okay, now you work for the cops." And he's like, well, you acting like Q ain't do it. And Hannah was like, why the hell you bringing up him? Because he ain't even alive no more, sir. Nook is like, just like Steven said, that's because of me, because everybody's confessing their sins now. So Nook is basically telling him, listen, he gonna need a place to stay. So if he comes over here knocking, let him stay here. And yeah, Angie was like, yeah, absolutely not. And if you do, you sleeping on the couch. And Hannibal said, just like vacay, yeah, no, some things are sacred. And sleeping with my wife is one of them. So that man can't stay here. All right. But he said that he'll find out where he lands. Basically, listen, when I find out where he's going outside of this place, then yeah, I'll let you know. But trust and believe he won't be staying here. All right, let me. Alicia used Emma's situation knowing Tiff would be distracted. Yes, she did. I feel like Tiffany signed over her parental rights and Alicia will take the baby once it's born.
I've been saying that. I've been saying that. I said she's that type. If Tiff gets out of line, she is going to say something crazy like, oh, she's an unfit mother, kick her out and says, oh, she has no place to live, and legally strip her of the baby.
Nowhere.
Yeah, she gonna legally strip her of the baby, dog. It's wild. Like she evil like that.
She don't want to be a mama nowhere. She don't even go visit her other baby.
Damn. You make a good point.
I mean, now she could really be in the streets.
Dang. But she in a better situation though. To me, like that whole will signing over, like if Alicia does get popped, she gonna get all the businesses and any new opportunities that come the way. So that's a better situation than being married to Emmett. To be honest with you.
Yeah. Jackie could be Angie Starr. Angie's sister. What? Could be Angie's sister.
I don't know what the hell that's called. It's okay.
Jackie Reg Stud Shooter could be Angie's sister.
Oh, that's why she said, oh, you should meet my sister, because he was like, oh, you tough. She said, yeah, you should meet my sister. But it was random why she said it, but that does make sense to Marcus. It does make sense. Yeah.
I think Alicia coming for Nook spot low key. Oh, you don't think she just want him gone? You think like
she want to run the streets like her brother Q? Yeah.
All right, let me see. Well, next scene I got is back at the hospital. Basically, Jamal is telling Dom, listen, he feels for Keisha, but Emmett got kids to carry on their legacy. We don't. And I want that. You got to give me that. And she said, yeah, I want that. So, listen, we got to figure this out. And, you know, he suggests going to couples counseling, but he wants to go to a pastor, go see Pastor Zeke. Everybody wants to go see Pastor Zeke. And she said, no, I prefer to go to a real counselor. Sir, real therapist, let's do that. So he said he was open to it.
Yeah. I like that. I like that he wasn't giving her like too much friction, like, oh, it's necessary for us to go see the pastor. Because he knows that she doesn't trust Pastor Ezekiel at all. She don't like his preaching, none of that stuff. So I'm glad he's working with her, you know?
And you know what? If I'm not mistaken, I think she like thanked him for not giving her no pushback.
Yeah. I wanted him to kiss her though. It didn't seem genuine. It was like, I love you too. He should have kissed on the lips, and then I don't know. If I wrote it, that's how I would have landed. Like, just kiss her.
You were changing the script like Steven over here.
That's how we do. We write the script. I told Teresa the other day, I created something called You Write the Script, and then I changed it to We Write the Script. So yeah, that's how we do it. You know what I mean? Okay. You got to come over there to Vacate JTV one day. You were invited. You got the invitation.
Definitely. Jackie could be Pow Pow and Bakari in the trailer.
Ooh, okay. I can see that. I can see that.
We didn't see him this episode.
Bakari, right? Yeah, we didn't. Yeah, they left him
out. My thing is freezing. Especially with Emmett being in the hospital, that was kind of. I didn't even think about that.
Yeah.
Jamal just got pow a week ago and moving around like nothing ever happened. True.
I'm gonna give you that right there because that is a great point.
Like, he just sitting up in the hospital, like, oh,
yeah.
I'm sorry for him, but
come on, he a street dude, he a thug, he good. That's how you do it as a thug. But you just, I just got a little scratch. You know.
All right, this was my part. Okay. Yeah. So Jake and Vic basically went to go tell Reg he got to go. Of course, like everything else, Reg ain't take it serious. And Vic let him know, listen, I'm dead ass serious. Mm-hmm. This man said, oh, so you gonna pick this Kenny Lattimore over me?
That was hilarious.
And did.
You know why that's hilarious, right? You know that's why. Because Jacob Lattimore, who plays Emmett, is Kenny Lattimore's nephew in real life.
I didn't know that they were related. I just knew his last name was Lattimore.
Yeah, that's his nephew. That's Kenny Lattimore's nephew. So that's the fun. That's why I laughed, because I know Kenny Lattimore and his music. Yeah. Lean away, that funny.
Pretty funny.
Yeah.
So basically, he tries to plead his case that Emmett pulled up on him. He beat him up because his brother lost a bet. And, Jake is kind of like, well, basically, you could have just beat him up. You ain't have to pow him. And he's like, don't you ever run up on nobody if you ain't ready to take him out. Now, I ain't gonna lie. I was like, okay, Reg, you make points. Okay, you make points, but you still dead ass wrong. Okay. Right. And regardless, it landed on deaf ears because Vic handed him his bags and showed him the door. Mm-hmm. I said, yes. I love that he didn't fold.
I do too. Like, and I knew, well, we didn't get to it yet, the conversation with Shad and Trig and Jake, mm-hmm. but I said that somebody, either Trig or Jake, would say, yo, M is more of a brother than Reg ever has been. Mm-hmm. And that's exactly what he said. I was like, I need to write this show.
Jamal is a cartoon character now. Tiff does not include EJ. I don't care that he's not Alicia's grandson. I understand because he's not Alicia wouldn't think of him. But why does Tiffany not try to figure out something where he would be included in that?
Oh, EJ into the will and
into
stuff
the
like
will.
Yeah, right. She didn't even mention it. Yeah, we'll get to that, I guess, when we get to that scene. But yeah,
because what other child?
Right, she only got one other child, right?
What? No, she don't. She just got one growing in her. What other child? She doesn't have another child.
I mean, it's EJ and this child that's growing in her. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
She is out here living her life like it's golden.
I know y'all mad, y'all, especially y'all mothers. I know y'all mad as hell at her right now. I know.
She is on the bottom of my shit. Hey, Tracy Boo.
What up, Tracy?
Jake is a snitch for giving up Reg's location to Nook.
Well, Jake is a snitch. Nook is a snitch. Everybody's a snitch at this point.
Did he give up his location? He told him he rolls with Hannibal.
Yeah. He didn't give up the location, bro. He didn't give up the location. He just said, yo, he rolled with this dude named Hannibal. You know him? Yeah.
Yeah, he didn't give up the location.
Nah,
of course,
Hannibal is a snitch.
We know DeMarcus. We know.
He out of here, bro. He's out of here.
You in here trying to get blood pressures raised up, and it ain't gonna happen today. Okay, it ain't gonna happen.
She challenging you, bro. No blood pressure.
Sir. He says Emmett is more of a brother than, turns out Trig around. Yes. Dom and Jamal need to call it quits. I know Tiff, goofy hormone. What?
Yep.
But is not entertaining Nook, all because she found out that Reg was alive. Emmett picked a hell of a time to marry Keisha. Darnell Ben, I think you seen trying to tell him exactly.
Yep.
You know what? Well, you know what? Because I can't say that because I know Keisha probably emotional right now too. She just seen her man wake up and Oh, she
Yeah.
probably, yes, I'll marry you. Yeah, it took this situation. It took this.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm gonna
And
need
that's
it to be
okay.
genuine.
That's
You said that's
okay.
okay?
That's
No,
okay
I'm
that
gonna
it
need
took
it.
this situation for
I'm
him
gonna
to.
need it to be genuine because you want to.
Yeah, I mean, I think he wants to. Again, we remember how I think I said the other day, like the
Mhm,
whole Tiff thing and Emmett thing, the way that breakup happened, it wasn't real closure. You know what I'm saying? It was like, yeah, well, you cheat on me. I want to open marriage now. I'm gonna mess around with Dante. Dante don't want to be my man, so let me go over here to Rob. And it was kind of, it wasn't done properly. It was like incomplete closure. So
mhm,
now it's like, yo, Emmett at this point wants to, his life was on the line. We need to get married. I need to lock you in. And then it kind of like makes sense because she couldn't even see him because she wasn't married to him. They wouldn't
mhm.
allow her to
I
even
would have
come
lied.
in. I right. That yeah.
I would have lied. Yeah, that's my husband. I
Right.
mean, you ain't checking no papers. You ain't asking nobody for birth certificates or
Exactly.
nothing, marriage certificate. Yeah, that's my
Right.
husband.
That's his brother. Okay. How we know that's his brother, right?
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Yep.
Yeah.
My husband. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yep. I was like,
Yeah. Don't they
all right.
got laws like if you live with a person for a certain period of time, you become like, what is it
Oh
called?
yeah, common
Common.
law marriage, but I don't think that counted at the hospital.
Not in Chicago. Okay.
No, at the hospital.
Oh, at the hospital. That don't even
Yeah, but
count.
I mean, like we just said, they ain't checking
Yeah.
nothing, so just lie.
You his wife? Yes.
Absolutely. Now, somebody give you up, that's different, but I don't think nobody would have.
Right.
I did not like what Tiff pulled after getting mad at Trey. Girl, they
Yeah.
both put that crib together.
True. True. I was mad too. I was like,
Yes.
Tiff is messy, man. Just desiring a man's attention. You suck, Tiff.
She just, I don't know. I'm like,
Messy.
you sitting here, sitting up by yourself while everybody else at the hospital, texting this man. You didn't think to say, you know what, Keisha, I know you going through a lot. Your man's laid up in the hospital. You going to work at his restaurant. You got a lot of stuff going on. Let me come get my son. And you know what? If you need me to watch the other kids, I can help you do that too.
That's what I was about to say. Who's watching all the kids, number one? And if Tiff is going to be at the crib, she might as well go to their crib and watch the kids. Period.
No,
But
she can lay up in her pajamas texting God knows who.
smiling and giggling and laughing with her goofy ass.
Emmett should have been faithful to Tiffany.
Yeah, I agree. Emmett was weak. That's why brother Marshawn kind of helped him, and he was on his way.
He
You
was
remember how
always
weak he was, and how he's just like, "Damn, Dom got a big ass," and he married it. I mean, he with Tiff, like he was young and immature,
wasn't he
sexually
always
immature.
cheating on Tiff? He was always cheating on Tiff. With
He
Keisha,
was, yeah,
right?
yeah.
Don't give Emmett a pass for cheating. He don't. I mean,
No,
he's not
we
like
don't.
Charles because Charles was a grown ass man, and I mean Emmett was a kid. But I mean, he don't get a pass if that's where
No,
we were going, DeMarcus.
no, he definitely don't get a pass. But again, the marriage didn't end properly. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't on his terms. It was on Tiff's terms. Like, I want to open marriage. And then she just started messing around, you know?
Mm.
Yeah.
Tiffany was faithful to Emmett. I think Alicia is going to be unalived. They are setting Tiff up to take over.
What's
Okay,
up, D Bronson?
so you think the paperwork that she was signing was like, well, I guess maybe some of it could have been. And some of it could have been to take her baby.
Yeah, I think it was partly foreshadowing and partly what we said earlier. Like, Alicia is evil. And she's about to be like, "You're an unfit mother. I have all the money. You staying with me." That was all a setup to make sure that she lock it down. She wants Rob back. This is her second chance to have Rob through this baby.
Mm-hmm.
Can you share? I want some.
I actually have enough.
Oh, send it over.
Shay Shay probably watching the kids. What the hell is Shay Shay? Who the hell is Shay Shay?
Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, DeMarcus making up names, but I'm like, knowing DeMarcus, it probably is a Shay Shay.
I know, like Because DeMarcus said, I don't think it's no made up name.
Who is Shay Shay, brother?
I have no
Remind
idea.
us. Because we probably seen her and just disregarded her.
And probably didn't know her name. It probably was the first and only time we saw the girl. And of course, DeMarcus know her damn name.
He study and get all the backdrop names.
Tiffany is weird for even having a crush on Nook, knowing that Keisha, her bestie, baby daddy.
That, and also with Alicia saying, I think really Nook lied and said his cousin did it, and I popped his cousin, but he's the one that really popped Rob. And she still keep going with this BS, man.
Yeah.
Desires of attention of a man. Terrible.
All right. So then we see Alicia. She's at the hospital and she tells Tiff, I'm sorry for your loss. I'm like, lady, read the room. Do you see people waiting around like they're not distraught? You know what I'm saying? Like, why would you think this man is gone?
Yeah. Immediately calling death on him. Like, what is wrong with you, lady?
So yeah, Tiff was like, no, he's still alive, man. Okay. Then Alicia gets into, how she needs her to come sign her, come look at the will or whatever. She wants her to do a will for herself. And, she said that she wants to do a will for her and the baby just in case something was ever to happen to her.
Right.
And Tiff kind of sounds just like her, just like Emmett. Ain't nothing gonna happen to me. And here we are, laid up in the hospital. Okay. Alicia said, you know what? I thought the same thing about Rob. Look where your baby daddy is. Okay.
I despise that statement because she's the one that sent Rob on the mission, knowing he ain't a street dude.
I mean, well. Alicia told her that she wants her to meet with her lawyer, and Tiff said that she's gonna find somebody. And she was like, you know what, your lawyer just won't be as good as mine. And that would already been like a red flag to me. Like, that's fine, but I can still have somebody look at it, like at whatever the hell you want me to sign. And basically, she told her, listen, we got to take care of this. People think that they have more time than they do. And she let her know that she just wants to make sure that her grandson is secure before anything else happens. And you know what? Tiff just kind of agreed to it and was like, you know what? Fine. This is what you want to do, lady. And I meant to move. I meant to take that down. My bad.
Another dummy move.
But yeah, Alicia, I definitely think that she was trying to use that vulnerable moment to get over. And I mean, I guess we'll find out really what the hell it was all about. Let me see where I left off. Tiff is for the streets. Like, girl, at least wait until after you give birth to be a bird.
Yeah, but she been a bird.
I was just about to say, Tiff has always been a bird.
She's been a bird.
She's always been a bird. She was a faithful bird.
She was faithful until Emmett wasn't, and then she became a bird. So he pushed her in that direction because Emmett is a freaking bird.
Can't nobody push you in that direction. It was just always inside of her. She just unleashed it. Can't nobody push you to be a bird.
Oh, damn. Okay.
I'm for real. Can't nobody push. You can't be like, oh yeah, my man cheated on me, so I turned into a hoe. No.
So I don't think
you were faithful, honey, and you were just suppressing your wholeness. Now you're unleashing it.
Now, yes. This season, yes, because remember when she did leave Emmett and got with Dante and was messing around with Dante, she was trying to make Dante her man, but Dante was like, nigga, I'm a street ninja, okay? When you need me, call me, but as far as a relationship, I don't do that. Because he a hoe. He for the streets, Dante. So she was trying to get another commitment, and then she moved on to Rob. But now this season, now you juggling Nuck and Trig back and forth. Now you looking like the bird. Yeah. But you saying it was always in there. I got you. I hear you.
Part of me also feels like you're a bird when you're like just running in, like, everybody's in the same circle.
That too.
Like, can we step outside the circle? Like,
I've been saying that.
You just with everybody in the circle, like everybody in the same circle.
Yeah.
Everybody know each other. Everybody know what you feel like.
But that's even Tracy. That applies to Tracy too.
Oh, I've been.
Yeah.
Sir, Becky, where you been? I've been said Tracy was for the streets.
Okay.
I know you like her. I know that's your boo, but she is.
No, that is my boo. That I love her. I like her. I like looking at her. Okay, that doesn't mean that I'm like want to marry her. Okay, I may want to jump in the circle. That's all I'm saying.
You may want to jump in the circle.
Let me jump in the circle one time and I'm out. I'll jump in and I'm out. Go back to the show. You know what I'm saying? Other than that, you know what I mean? I'm good. I ain't trying to marry her. I ain't trying to murder her. You know what I'm saying?
All right. Everyone, including Tiff, forgot that Nook was the one that caused Keisha to be kidnapped. He did not pick her up on the bus. On the bus stop. You know what? Also, it's funny that you brought that up because on TikTok they played like some old scenes, and I forgot when. Remember when her little brother was looking for her?
Yeah, Kevin. He rolled up on Nook.
And he rolled up on Nook, and you would have thought if I say my sister is missing, this was your girlfriend, and I'm here looking for her, instead of trying to fight me or instead of trying to do some damage to me, you gonna reassure me that she's not here and possibly help me look for her?
Yeah, Nuck wasn't at that level. He was just a real street trap. That was the trap house where they went to. So he had HOEs up in there, crackheads up. He had everything. He was running the trap. That's where that spot was. You know what I'm saying? So he was real ignorant. He wasn't the Nuck that he is today. You know what I'm saying? So he's kind of better, but not really.
Let me see. I think Emmett used to cheat on Keisha with Tiff and everybody else. Then him and Tiff became something after she got pregnant that second time, but she didn't keep that baby. Okay. You know what? I think you're right, because I do think him and Keisha been dealing with each other for a long time.
Yeah, since day one.
Didn't she used to skip school to go?
Episode 1, season 1, where we see my man Emmett looking out the window and Keisha giving them some brain. Okay, they've been there since day one. That's what kind of locked me in. I was like, this is crazy, yo. Okay, I can relate to this because I used to sneak. Well, my mom ain't home yet, so come to the crib. I used to do that back in the day, so I related immediately. Like, I love this show.
I love that show. Shay is Devontae's mother. Okay.
Devontae or Dante?
It says
Who's
Devontae.
Oh, Devontae, one of the kids. Got it.
Tiff probably take Alicia paperwork to Tiff's attorney.
If she has one, she got a bird attorney? Birds Incorporated? Birds.
I don't think so. Tiff is too far up every dude's ass to
Nuck's butt. Oh,
yeah, she's.
Pause.
Tiff should be checking on her son instead of checking on Nook. Agreed. Alicia noticing Tiff unfit ways, in my opinion, as well. If that was me, I would be looking at Tiff wild, like, go get your son. But no, Tiff worried about a man. Exactly.
She knows. Like, Alicia sees everything and she observes everything. So for her to even go out on a date, you know, she gave it a green light, right? If you want attention, get it from Victor. They went out on a date, sort of a kiss, you know, on the whole nine. She's like, yeah, she a bird. Alicia's like, she's a bird. I know that. Let me get some paperwork.
Tiff was always for the streets. I don't blame Emmett for calling it quits with Tiff and went to Keisha. They was meant for each other since the beginning. They messed around. Yeah. DeMarcus.
Yeah, no, we not tripping on. We calling a bird a bird.
Exactly.
Period.
No, he did not. Really, DeMarcus? How you figure Keisha's a bird?
Keisha was not the bird. Keisha's the goat right now. What are you talking about?
I need you to explain, DeMarcus.
Keisha was not the bird.
Keisha did the same thing, maybe, to her with Emmett.
What you mean?
Keisha did the same time.
The same thing to her.
It is supposed to be the same thing.
Yeah, same thing to her. I'm just kind of reading between it. You know how we do.
Not Stephen B. My flabber is gassed. As it, and she was suppressing her wholeness. It's always been there. She just unleashed it once she found out her dude was she. She's like, okay, now I can let it out. Y'all forget that Keisha was a bird. Yeah, I forgot that Keisha was a bird. Please explain. When was Keisha a bird?
When was she a bird?
Right,
she was single. She was messing around with Emmett. She was a single young girl. I remember that. Yeah, she messed around with Nuck. So how was she a bird? A bird messed around with everybody. That's a bird. Right. So if we define Keisha as a bird because she went from Emmett to Nuck, how is that a bird? Is she just a single girl just doing her thing? I don't get it.
Yeah, I'm confused too. I'm sure Marcus will explain.
Please explain.
Tiff was dealing with the guy she was fighting in front of EJ. Tiff was also dealing with the guy she was fighting in front of EJ. What guy?
She was fighting in front of EJ.
Who was she fighting in front of EJ?
Mm-hmm. Name the names and the scenes.
Yeah, is it Soraya? Tell us who you're talking about. Because the only people I can think of is the people that we named. Dante, Emmett, Nook now, Vic now. I don't know who else.
I don't remember.
Even though the pastor cannot tell on Nook, he needs to stop confessing to all these crimes. Now he wants to tell what he did to Papa's daddy. Yeah.
Ooh.
But I think you said it, VK, like it's eating him up. It's eating him up. He feels like he needs to tell somebody, and really,
he a gangster with a conscience. Yeah, he don't got nobody else to talk to. So like Pastor Zeke is the guy, but Pastor Zeke can bury him at any given moment. So you think Reg and Nuck gonna be out of here? I mean, because now I know I'm kind of speeding ahead a little bit, but now Alicia is heavily tied to pastors. So if Nuck is telling on himself to Pastor,
you said she's heavily tied to Pastor Zeke?
Yeah.
He said, really, I don't want no ties with you.
Who, Alicia?
Yeah, remember? She was like, oh, we had a deal. And he was like, you made a proposition. We ain't got no deal.
Nah. Yeah, she gonna stay close to that dude.
Yeah, you think so?
Yeah.
It sounds like the only way she gonna be able to is if she lets him make the rules. And Alicia,
she ain't want to do that.
She ain't trying to do that.
Yeah.
Jada knew Keisha was hiding under the bed. I remember that thing.
Yeah, that was scene 1, episode 1.
I think
what did she ask?
She said, I think she said, what you like, bacon or something? She's like, I'm making
breakfast. You want breakfast? She's like, what's your name, little girl? Keisha. You want breakfast? Yeah. I remember it like it was yesterday. That shit was funny.
So Marcus, the Tip hate Israel and is?
Right now, especially, yes.
And is? You get a message to Tiff for me, okay? Tell her to go get her baby. Tell her Marcus, to go get her baby, okay?
Marcus, you can't fight the mothers, man. They are looking at this as she has not seen her baby one time, and she hasn't. We haven't seen her see EJ at all,
except for at that cookout, and it seemed like he hardly remembered her.
Right. And then she all crying. Make sure he don't forget me, but you ain't coming around to see him, so he won't forget.
You want me to show him pictures?
Yeah, like you gone, like you dead. Like,
exactly, and you up the street, coming to family functions. Tiff should have been her own attorney when she sat down with Alicia. Will end up signing over the baby and everything else. Oh, should have had her own attorney. Yeah, she should have.
Yes, yes.
But she's trusting this lady blindly.
Mm-mm-mm.
Keisha was smashing Amari, the track coach.
Yes, but she wasn't with Emmett. They wasn't a couple. She was a free chick. Come on, man.
And it was out the circle.
Yeah. He was a free. Now that got her in trouble, of course, because dude, kidnapped her and all that. But still, but that was the other dude that kidnapped her.
Keisha was young when she was wilding. Tiff grown and still doing the same stuff. Let's not make excuses for Tiff with her growth. Yes.
Shout out to Chanel. Great point.
Yes. Thank you.
Great point.
Wasn't Keisha hunching the coach? Yes.
So.
Hey, how are y'all? Almost missed the strain. Hey, Cortland.
Salute. What's good?
Reg and Keith teaming up now, aren't they?
Mm-hmm.
Tiff was fighting a guy and Emmett came in season 2.
Okay. And that was a guy, you saying that's the guy she was messing around with?
And I guess that they were saying was in front of her son.
Okay.
That's what Riot was saying, in front of her son. Tiff was definitely fighting her boyfriend. Second season, I think Emmett had to break in and get EJ toxic Tiff.
Toxic Tiff. I agree. Chanel on point today.
Tiff was living with a guy. Emmett went over there, was fighting. He took EJ out the playpen and left.
Yes. Okay. I remember now. That's right. Y'all bringing it all back to me now because I forgot all about that scene. Yes. Tiff was looking crazy too.
Instead of Reg. Keeps telling what he did.
I know.
They're saying he's basically Nook snitching on himself too much. He's telling too much business.
He is. And he working with the cops. And he two sides. Come on. I mean, she ain't gonna give him up if he keep giving her information, but if he stops, then it's well, I got stuff on you. I could take you in too.
Yeah. Alicia's so nosy, and everybody else, she needs to listen in on Pastor in the conversation. Now, if that were to happen, that would be a problem.
It's over.
Y'all think it may come out that Nook took out Duda?
Yeah.
If to me, I think that would only help him. I think that everybody wants to know who took out Duda.
Yes.
But
Alicia knows because Alicia was right there. Remember at that last scene? Well, yeah, the last scene in the episode. She was about to take out Duda, and then here comes Nuck from behind and pops Duda in the head. So she knows that part. She just want to know who popped her son and who popped Q, her brother. That still is unsolved for her.
No, I thought she knew that Duda did it because that's why she wanted to take out Duda.
That's right. My bad.
Yeah.
It's still early for me.
This season will probably be Nook's last.
So what's going to happen, Cortland? Is he going to get popped or is he going to jail?
What are you saying, Cortland? What are you saying? Pastor Zeke basically saying that Alicia is trying to play God. And is.
Yep.
Reg has a shooter now. Don't he? I guess that doesn't miss.
Yes. What keeps saying?
Pastor and his white mistress felt like a heavy-handed message. The white woman will leave you as soon as time gets oftentimes after being the cause of said rough times. You know what? It's funny that you said that, Stephen, because remember, Pastor Zeke was talking about how basically she has all this energy and basically she's basically she's always good. That's because she's not willing to go through the struggle.
Yes.
That's why.
I said that on my live the other day, and I said I didn't want to create a racial divide, but I said that she was with him for the status. She thought he was going to be like her father. Her father's in his own scandal. Now that he doesn't have the money and the status anymore, he's leaving, but a black woman will hold you down. Most will hold you down through your struggle. Most will.
So, ooh,
most.
Hopefully, lesson learned.
Yeah.
I feel like Alicia is setting up Tiff. Who else thinks that? I think most of the chat thinks that. Y'all justifying for Keisha. Keisha, here he go again. Keisha was a bird smashing Amari, the track coach, who was known for smashing underage girls. Sir,
Does she know that, man?
We're
Come
past
on, man.
this. We're past
Yeah,
this.
we
At
are.
this, I don't. Was it Chanel that said it earlier? She was underage at the time.
Mm-hmm.
Tiff is grown.
Yep.
Come again, DeMarcus. I love Trig, but he needs to understand what he wants first.
Yeah, we had this conversation, me and Pete Bronson, the other day in the chat. Yes.
What he wants, meaning what?
Trans or real woman.
Oh, absolutely.
And I said that at this point, I believe that's the direction that the writers are taking him. I believe that agenda is past us now, that he does want a heterosexual woman. But Tiff overreacting and all this and that, and because she is a bird at this point, that's not going to happen for them. You know?
At this point, if Alicia decides to take the baby from Tiff, I wouldn't be mad based off the way Tiff is ignoring EJ. She's acting like he doesn't exist. Exactly. I 1000% agree.
I think she don't want to deal with the autism side of the whole thing too. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, because EJ has autism. Like, you know what I'm saying, on the spectrum. So he's kind of unmanageable. He's manageable to a certain extent, right? And I don't think Tiff has the mental capability to do that or the patience to do that. Keisha does, Emmett does, but Tiff is on some like impatient shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's unfortunate.
I hear you, but especially with everything that just happened, I don't feel like that's an excuse.
Like, no, I'm not saying it's an excuse. I'm just saying like she should do what she's supposed to do as a mother. But being knowing her temperament, knowing how she moves, she gets impatient very quickly.
Yeah.
So she wouldn't handle him properly, even if she was having him in her care. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
She wouldn't handle him properly.
Nook needs to drop past Zeke. He wants to help himself. He'll turn if he has to. Yeah. Hannibal signed his warrant when he gave up Reg's location to Nook. And, and Reg is a little skeptical already. He's like, that's my homeboy, but why you need all this? Why you want to know this? He asking questions. So,
yeah.
But really, I mean, it could be between him and Keith. I mean, really. I'm glad they brought Keith back. He's funny. His character is kind of funny. And you know what? I'd rather see him than Rashad, honestly. I don't know why. Rashad
kind of side characters.
They're both like bums, but I don't know. Rashad just gives me more bum vibes. I don't know why. You know what I think it is? I think it's because Rashad been home longer. He had time to do something, and Keith, he just got. I don't know. I'm just tired.
So you're saying Keith is a little bit more tolerable than Shad because Shad been around. He should have had himself together.
Yeah,
that's what you feel.
Or not even had himself together, but just been in a better position than back sleeping on somebody's couch.
Yeah. Like, how much was he really getting paid from Alicia? Like scraps, or he was just getting the booty and getting like $20,000 a year?
Both. He was acting like he was getting some bread. So
yeah, I mean, he had that Shaft
what
jacket
happened
on.
to this money? Because you ain't have to spend it nowhere. You had a place to stay. That's what I'm saying. Like
the way they write him is just.
Like I feel like he had a leg up, and it's just here you go back on the couch or your homeboy's house.
Yeah. Weird.
Imagine if Charles replaces Pastor Zeke. Snakes him like Dre was doing on Power.
Look, I've been saying that though.
Anytime we see Charles, okay, or Dre, we always gonna think that man is a snake.
I've been saying that's been his motivation to become the pastor of the church. So this was kind of weird to me also because it's like you go from yeah, we got to handle this, Snow Bunny thing. And now he's getting kicked out the church. And now you got to go to, like, this is weird. It was like rushed to me because we
Mm-hmm.
didn't see what really happened that made them get kicked out of the church.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And yeah, Pastor Charles, I was like, yo, Pastor Charles want to take over. He can't even take over nothing now. Shit is weird how they writing it.
Pastor Z could hook up with his ex-wife Carolyn now.
I don't know.
I don't know if Carolyn want that.
Right. He been there, done that.
She said, I don't want that old thing back.
But he's changing. You heard his whole sermon. I'm changing. I'm evolving in Christ. And he was preaching and preaching. I was like,
right.
Like, how long is this going to go? I was looking at my watch like, can we hurry this up?
Anybody know that song played when Keisha opened the store while Emmett was in the hospital? Probably DeMarcus.
We don't use Shazam no more? I've been getting like people asking me questions. What was that song? I'm like, bro, I don't know.
I don't remember what was playing.
Now they be putting out a soundtrack though for the Shy. So go to their page and you'll see all the songs that they kind of put into the episode. So
okay. Regis female shooter may be the one to drop Hannibal.
I can see that.
I can see that too. When did Tracy and Keith break up? Now he's over there with his cousin Candace putting together a team.
I don't think they was together, fam. I think they was messing around, and Tracy kind of made it known, like,
that's all it is.
That's what I just wanted you to smash real quick and be out.
I'm for the streets. You can't stay here.
Yes. It's not another Ronnie situation.
In case I want to have somebody else over.
Right. Yeah.
Someone will try to take out Bakari soon. Saw it in a trailer. He's been snaking people. Makes sense. Yeah.
Okay. What time is it? Okay. Yeah. I want to know what episode because I know.
Huh?
You want a sneak peek as to when that's going to happen?
Oh. Do we got exclusive?
I mean, I could tell y'all real quick.
Yes. Tell us. Give us the exclusive.
Shadeinthecity. Bakari will get popped. And don't quote me on this. I'm just letting y'all know. It's from what I saw. Episode 11, Bakari will get popped.
I like Bakari.
Exclusive.
Like popped and taken out?
We just know he getting popped. Now, yeah, the trailer shows that, but y'all didn't know what episode. Episode 11.
So 2 more episodes, y'all. 2 more episodes, Cortland.
Yeah. And if it doesn't happen, don't get mad at me. What happened in 12? Vacate. Okay, it happened.
I said it was coming. Okay.
I said it was 11.
Reg, Keith, and Jackie could team up and go against Charles. Charles is snaking Keith, not past to Zeke. Dre changed his name, went to Chicago. I'm telling you.
I know. I can't see past Dre when I see motherfucking Rotimi. That's his name, Rotimi. I can't see anybody. Rotimi. I can't see anybody else but Dre for real. This Charles guy is just, yeah. I feel you, Cortland.
Pastor Charles had to leave the other church because those women found out they were not the only ones.
Okay. So there was probably, you saying this is an assumption, I guess. You saying that the ladies came together. Oh, you messing with Pastor Charles? Oh, I was messing with Pastor Charles too. That there was an uproar in the church. So they kicked him out. I got you.
I'm not even going to read that. Really need to even something. Shad and Reg have their conversation outside of Alicia crib. You see how Shad is disappointed in what he feels.
Shad is disappointed in what he feels about.
Could have stopped.
Steven, you be writing in encryptions, my brother. Like, you got to help us out, bro.
Shad needs to go get his own stuff together and start worrying about everybody else's stuff. Like, sir, you're grown. Okay. Please, please, please go get your life together.
Sha struggles between getting his life together and staying loyal to the family and just trying to move forward.
Kid, oh, I want to go hang out and drink and do drugs.
Yeah, he struggles with that too. He's very immature in many different ways. Even though he's grown. Like, again, you could be a grown man and still be like an immature person mentally, emotionally immature, like mentally immature. You know what I'm saying? So that's where Shad is. You know, and plus, again, he was locked up. So remember, he lost mad years as far as like living in the real world and learning what he needs to learn. So we got to remember that too. He was locked up for a while.
I mean, I feel like he has some good people to like help mentor him. He just wants to do
his old ways. His old ways. Remember when he came out, he was trying to sell the freaking the antique stuff and the tape decks in front of his girl's crib. Like, so again, you got to remember.
Like, throw this stuff away. Like, don't nobody
right. Trash. You got to believe in me, baby. You remember that? So it's like he's kind of going back.
Like, he even had to deal with her. He messed that up. Like, he did. He did. Okay.
Yeah.
Bakari lied to Alicia, tried to take out Reg, and snaked Nook. He deserves it. Okay, cool.
Poetic justice.
Keith could be driving the red car when Jackie pows Bakari.
That's possible.
You have to choose a side in a war. Only one. Bakari is choosing multiple sides. I do agree with that. I agree with that, Cortland. I'm being biased. I like Bakari. Yeah. It is what it is. I'm being biased. Damien will have to be watched and not let him go anywhere.
Send his ass away. Go down south.
Damien is grown. I just think that people need to stop helping him. When he get himself
reach out to trouble, or whatever.
You did this to yourself, and you got to figure it out yourself. Like,
yeah.
I don't think no grown person need to be watching no other grown person. You do something to get yourself in trouble, figure out a way to get out of it. I don't think nobody should have helped him before. This season is good. The wars, and you got Tucson waiting to arrest someone. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay. Woo. Goodness, we made it out the comments. Goodness. All right. Let me see where we left off because
it was active today.
Let me see. Well, I know Reg went over to Candace's, basically asked for a place to stay, let her know what happened. And she was like, why the heck would you pow Emmett? Was he getting too many hits off on you? And was. And he was like, no, I would do that to anybody that, steps to me. She was like, look where I got you. Homeless and alone. He was like, you go fresh ass talking about something. Well, I ain't alone. You could be if I told you couldn't stay here. When he said that, I'd be like, oh, I could be fresh too. Okay. And basically she was like, you can stay here till you get on your feet. And basically, if the police come, you ain't here. Then I thought it was stupid. So why would you not think the police is looking out for you? And you saw this background picture, you just standing right outside the house, just like ain't nothing. Like ain't nobody looking for you. Okay. But then he gets a text from Hannibal sends him a text trying to figure out, where he at. And then he sends him the Addy. Let me see if there's another for this. Then Keisha is basically getting on Damien about how this is all his fault. And he's like, I didn't tell him to do this. I didn't tell him to go fight for me. Let me tell you something. I wouldn't have been mad if Keisha spit right in his face. I wouldn't have been mad. I think that is the most disgusting thing that you could do to a person, but I would not have been mad if she did it.
Yeah.
I have this man's whole baby inside of me, and he's laid up in the hospital and may or may not make it. And you gonna sit right here in my face straight up to my face and tell me it ain't your fault. But you know what? She was like, okay, yeah, I can't deal with this. I gotta go. I can't do nothing here, so I'm gonna go take care of the business. I was like, yes, she see, like, hello, how was there Keisha hate? Like, she a real one for that.
Keisha the GOAT, man. I said
like,
it the other day. She the GOAT.
She's like, I can't do anything for my man here. I'm just praying he makes it out of surgery, and I'm not about to let his business go under.
She held it down. That's a real woman. Real wife. That's a real what a wife would do.
Tiff would have did that. Absolutely.
Hell no.
Tiff would have sent them kids off somewhere and been texting all his homeboys.
I mean, I think it's evident even before she went to the restaurant. The fact that Keisha volunteered to take in EJ with all the kids and everything, that showed the true character that yes, she is the GOAT mom in The Chi, period. She's doing way better than her mother could ever do. Way better. Yeah. And I like Nina, but we found out about Nina's issues and whatever. But so she's way better. She's a better version. You know what I'm saying? She's the GOAT to me.
And yeah, that's what she did. She went, opened up Smokies. Okay. Yep. But she realized that she ain't got no workers. Okay. She ain't got nobody to run this damn thing. Dom told her, listen. Well, she basically told Dom, basically, Damien don't need to be here on the register. Dom told her that Keith was fired. So really, she like, listen, this point really is just me here. So Dom told her that she'll give Kenya a call to see if she can cover the register. God, what's that girl's name? I don't know. Her little stepsister. Basically, she'll hit her up and see if she can help out with the kitchen. And then, she was going to hit somebody up to help manage the restaurant. Right. But when I saw this, I said, see, what you got to say about that, DeMarcus? Lene, yes, thank you.
Lene, yes. And Shanita could be, yeah.
Let me see. Was Karushi only in the one scene? Damien tried to text her and she ignored him.
Right.
Yeah, she was just in that one scene. I mean,
that was a great scene too. Okay.
It was a real quick scene.
It was
real quick.
I like it.
It was in and out.
Literally.
Tiff and Keisha cat fight over Nook, and Emmett stopped the cat. I mean, Keisha don't need to fight over Nook. Like, that's her whole baby daddy. Like,
yes,
she's
been moved on. She's too busy. She's too busy taking care of the family, holding down the family.
Tiff's baby.
Being a real woman, a real what a wife's supposed to do, hold down her man while he's in the hospital.
But you heard what she told Emmett. I ain't your wife.
Right.
Okay. Doing all these wifely do. And you know what? And see, I think that's why I felt some type of way. Like, I can appreciate that. Yes. Finally it sunk in that yes, something did happen. You do know that you need this. But like, I just felt like he should have realized a long time ago. Like,
of course, but we know how slow Emmett has been all of these episodes, man. He's slow. Okay. He has to come to terms, has to be something tragic for him to be like, let's get married. Let's get together. You know how they write him.
I'd have been like, we'll talk about it when you out of here. Okay.
Well, she didn't answer him. She just kind of like looked like, for real?
She did.
That's it.
I mean, I
what if she says no, yo?
I can imagine, but I mean, I can imagine she'll say yes. But you're right, she didn't. She didn't answer him. But I would completely understand if she said, you know what, we'll have this conversation when you better, or when we get out of here, or whatever.
Like, you on drugs right now? Let's talk about it.
Exactly. Sure. I need to know it's genuine. I know. Right. I need to know it's really what you want.
Yes.
Not just because you're scared as hell.
Right. I feel you.
John at rehab was helping Damien with his gambling habits with the help of Zuri. Okay. All it takes is Tucson to knock on her door and Reg is out. Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Yep.
And she can't say that he ain't there because she got pictures. This was a picture. True. She can't be like, oh no, he don't live, he ain't. Man, this man was outside blowing one right outside your house.
Mm-hmm.
Lynn Whitfield said she was only supposed to be on 1 or 2 episodes, so I think she's going to be unalive. Really? Because she's been on for a minute. They made a whole.
You mean she said something about Karrueche Tran or?
Oh, herself? That Karrueche? No.
Who you mean, P. Bronson? Who's she? Like
herself?
I thought
she meant that.
Because Lynn Whitfield last season and this season, so
yeah,
you must be talking about Karrueche.
Tiff offered to help Keisha. However, Keisha turned down Tiff's help to go open the restaurant.
That's the only time she was like, "Want me to go with you?"
This. Oh, she needs to go pick up her son. How about like that? Go watch the kids.
Do something.
You don't know nothing about this damn restaurant,
right?
No, I don't want your help. All you're gonna do is mess stuff up. Go get your son. Help me out like that. That's she would have had to clean up her mess. What?
Girls is on the loose.
So Keisha and Tiff be messing with each other, baby daddy. Yeah.
Yes.
Basically. Mm-hmm. I mean, technically. I mean, Tiff ain't really messing with him, but I mean, it's probably gonna get there because it's Tiff. But I mean, yeah. I mean, Keisha got a belly full of her baby daddy in her, so yeah.
Wow.
Shanita could be Judge Bradley's niece.
Yeah.
Oh, because she did
the girl
say
she was interviewing.
Yep, because she did say that her aunt was a judge.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what? I like this. How we connecting the people. I like that.
Connect the dots.
Mm-hmm. Papa could help Keisha at Smokey's also. True.
He too busy.
He does have his Papa pulpit and he be at the church a lot. But yeah. I mean, they could ask, maybe he could come in sometimes. Mm-hmm. It turned into everybody hates Damien.
Yeah.
It sure did.
Yeah.
It sure did. Out of nowhere too, because his character just flipped out of nowhere.
Spiraled like immediately.
I hope Dante don't marry Emmett and Keisha. I hope he does.
I hope he does. Yes.
I love Dante as an officiant.
I want that ghetto officiation. You know what I'm saying? Because it was funny as hell.
It. Okay, P. Bronson was talking about Alicia.
Yeah, Alicia. Oh, Alicia said that must have been an old interview then, because she's been doing interviews with all of them, and again, she's been in since last season. So
yeah. During the interview, she said that she was only supposed to be on for 1 or 2, like her husband, but they decided to keep her. Okay.
Oh, okay, cool.
They liked her. They liked her character.
Yeah, I think she adds another element to it. I like Lynn Whitfield.
Tiff know about business as well. Not Smokey's. Now she runs her own business where it's just one. It only takes one person to run it. Smokey's takes multiple people. Okay, like she actually has to do a register. She has to make sure the count is good for the day. Like Tiff don't know nothing about that. Okay, all she got to do is pack up her product and put it in the damn lounge.
And collect the money.
Exactly, and collect the money. All eyes on Reg, Tupac style.
All eyes on me.
Mm-hmm. Reg's new hit girl is going to be the mean sister Kyla was talking about to watch.
Yes. Yep. Yes.
Now Vic may give up Reg's location. At first, he wanted to protect him. Vic don't know Reg's location.
Right.
He don't know Reg's location.
Not yet.
And listen, Tucson got it before anybody.
Yep.
Before Vic. So when Vic finally do get it, what's his face? Reg might not be there no more. Or at least I'm hoping. That's wishful thinking. And then, like we said, Sarah basically came and told Pastor Zeke, listen, this ain't working. Okay. I expected you to have this big mega church, all these ends. And yeah, I ain't about to struggle with you. I'm used to a certain type of lifestyle. So just like that.
I wanted to ask you, what do you call that? Because it's not gold digging. What is that called? What is the phrase for a woman who's trying to be with somebody for status? What is that called? Is there a name for that?
You said that's not gold digging?
Yeah, but because she comes from money. You know what I'm saying? Like in this case, she comes from money.
Okay. And she wanted to still be.
I mean, she likes to live a certain lifestyle. Yes. She's spoiled. But is that called gold digging? I don't know. I just wanted to know if there was any other name for it.
I don't think in order to be a gold digger don't mean that you don't already have to have gold.
Okay.
I think you can already have gold and still be a gold digger because you don't want to struggle, just like she said. I mean,
okay.
Yeah, she's looking for the gold and he ain't got it.
You would call her a gold digger. Okay.
Yeah, I would have definitely called her a gold digger. Gotcha. Whether she got the gold or not. Well, and technically she don't got the gold. Her daddy did. So
right.
She wants a husband and a man that has the gold. So I would definitely consider her a gold digger.
Gotcha. You're doing a great job. Hit that like button, y'all.
Thanks.
Nels is killing it.
So then we see Renee basically talking about Carolyn getting back with Pastor Zeke. What is my thing frozen? Okay, getting back Pastor Zeke. And yeah, Carolyn ain't trying to hear it. She said, listen, been there, done that. I know the man's a cheater. I know he'll mess with anybody in his congregation. Then he'll mess with this white girl. I ain't doing it. Right. I ain't got nothing to do. Okay.
You're too messy.
Yep. And embarrassing. It's too much. It's too much. And then they ain't say this, but what you ain't about to do is sit here at my dinner table and talk about me while you bigging up this lady. And now she done left your ass because you ain't got the ends. And now you, no, absolutely not. Absolutely not.
He got egg on his face. He deserve it, yo, because from my understanding, you divorced 2 black women, whatever. Yeah, there may have been friction, but still, you ain't hold it down. You ran, and now, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, okay. The second one, he needed to get rid of her because that first lady was sleeping with Jake and sleeping with every other young boy, so he needed to get rid of her. But again, Carolyn, yeah, she did. Yeah, she did cheat on this.
But they were folding up clothes. They were, and then they went to put it away in Kenya's drawer and found a pow. So Renee let her know, listen, you need to talk to her father, okay, about this. Then we found out Keith and Candace are cousins, like we said. He was surprised as hell to come in the house and see Reg staying there. They both know Emmett. He let him know that he pow-powed Emmett. And they both know Damien. We know how Keith feels about Damien.
Yeah.
He was probably like, listen, you really should have just him up, okay?
Yeah.
And this is what I was talking about. Candace was about to order some food from Smokey's, and she said she wanted the cheese dip. So, like I said, I think that
it's there.
Yeah, I think it is there. Then Damien, he's in a room with Emmett. While Emmett is still out of it, he's telling him that, he's going to do better and he's going to get his stuff together. And
you've been there. We heard that already.
Let me see if there's a picture for this. Keith and Carolyn. Carolyn and Zeke were having a conversation with Kenya about what they found in her drawer. And she basically said that she was doing it to protect herself. We know she was dating Zay. And I think I remember when he gave it to her, when he gave her the pow. And yeah, basically Pastor Zeke was like, yeah, I'm gonna need you to hang out with me somewhere. She was like, don't be trying to bond with me now. I'm grown. Grandma jumped in and said, yeah, absolutely not. Just because you had a baby, you don't open your legs, don't mean that you're grown. Okay. He said, well, I guess I'll be seeing your ass at service.
That's how I said, I'm gonna see your ass.
Basically tonight. Okay.
Yeah.
Then let me see. Hannibal, he went over to go see Reg.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he went over to go see Reg. At Candace's. And he's like, let me know if you need anything. He said, what I need is a power. And he looked over at Keith, and Keith was like, don't look at me, sir. I ain't trying to do nothing to get back locked up, but I know somebody. And Reg thought it was a joke when he found out it was a chick. But listen, he said, listen, what I know about her is when she shoots, she don't miss. So he said, he's willing to meet her. Yeah, bro. For me, the test was the damn video game, though. I was like,
that's terrible, yo.
What? Is this what we doing?
That ain't no real G stuff right there. Like, oh, she's good. She's good. She could shoot on a video game. Bro, how is that displaying her real skill? Come on.
I said, oh my God.
Just dumb. That's just dumb.
All right, let me see. I knew once Emmett woke up that he was going to marry Keisha. I don't know why he was fighting it before. Exactly. See, I don't know. I would make him sit on it for a little bit. Like, I know you just got up, and I'm grateful for it.
I think that's what Keisha gonna do. I think she.
Yeah, I would make you like sit on it for a little bit. I don't.
But that's her personality. She gonna ask questions, so she gonna be like, "Let's talk about it." I think she's gonna do what you said.
Yeah. I hope so. Yeah, I think Hannibal survives this season playing with fire for real.
He may not. We've been seeing way more of him lately, so that means he might be, because we haven't seen a lot of him before.
Yeah,
so he might be on the way out.
It's possible, Cortland. He might be out of here. Reg acting like he better off out of here. Why he tell that woman he thought Emmett was gonna take him out? She called it though. Exactly. Like, no, really, he was just beating your ass. Okay, that's really what it was. Carolyn is a cheater, not Pastor Ezekiel. They were both cheaters.
I think in the marriage though, she cheated, but I think that's because he was putting the church before her. You know how that go when you put your attention someplace else. I'm not giving her an excuse. I'm just saying this is the second wife that cheated on him. So either it's because he's putting the church first, or he ain't really laying it down in the bed like that.
Or it could be both.
Two things can be true, or three.
Stay your ass at church because you ain't doing nothing here no way. Okay,
because you ain't knocking it down like that.
All right, just stay where you at. All right.
Little PP pastor. Little pinky.
Pastor Pinky.
Pastor Pinky.
Papa's father would be yelling at him like crazy right now, giving up his church like that. Yeah, I agree, Cortland.
Yeah,
but I mean, I don't think that Pastor Zeke has bad intentions with the church.
Not at this point.
I was just about to say it can always change, but I don't think he has bad intentions. But you're right. Papa's father would be.
He rolling over in his grave right now.
I can't believe that Nook told Pastor Zeke that he eliminated Pastor Stanley. I like how you said that, DeMarcus. I wonder if Pastor Zeke tell Papa this intel. I don't think so. I don't think so. I think we would get a totally different Papa. Papa's always been like nice, and you know what I mean. I think we get a totally different Papa.
I think the pastor wants to just like create this now safe space because now that he has to start all over. He doesn't want to disrupt things. If he tells Papa it's going to disrupt everything in that church that he's doing. So you telling me this now? What else do you know? He took out my father. Now I let you stay in my church. Well, we bought it, sir, son. So we ain't going nowhere.
Yeah. Yep. Technically, the war started before Damien. It started between Nuck and Reg when Reg came wanting the throne. Yeah.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Hey.
What up?
Jackie. Do we have somebody's name?
I think he's naming somebody.
If Tucson goes to where Reg is, I think Reg will put everything together. Hannibal may be out of here. Yeah. Damien throwing people under the bus, snitched on dude with the braids and got him fired. Then told Emmett that is at Jake's spot. Reg looking like he didn't mean it. Damien needs to go. I don't give a damn what Reg meant.
Reg. I was waiting for that.
Reg needs to go. Reg and Damien, they can both go. Cortland has real bad. Cortland, my bad, Cortland. Charles has real bad intentions. We see it right. He's got plans for real. Cortland is just at this point, Cortland just needs to call Charles
Trey.
Because
that's it.
That's it. We need Papa to turn up. I definitely think that would definitely make Papa turn up. We ain't never seen Papa turn up. Papa's always been calm, cool, and collected, but I think that would definitely make Papa turn up. That would
he needs to avenge his father's death. For real. He need to avenge that death.
That would bring the Chirac out of him. Okay.
Word.
I think Vic and Jake will have to do Reg in because he will be watching everyone else closely. Yeah. Emmett didn't it cause he was mad at Trig, and that liquid courage made him think he's super thug. All right. Let's see. Speaking of Papa, he's trying to explain to his mom that basically Pastor Zeke is coming there. He's gonna be the pastor there. He said, we need a pastor, and he needs a church. Okay. His mom, of course, really wasn't feeling it because she wanted to, do what the hell her husband said. But Papa said, listen, you're gonna have to trust me. All right. And this is what we're doing. He said, I'm the man of the house now. I make the rules. Okay.
Papa. Turn up on your mama. Should have got a slap. I'm still your mama. I'm surprised he let that go.
Papa said, I found a way to pay these bills.
So
okay, man with gold make the rules. All right. So then we see Then we see Damien. He went back to his therapy session. He basically let them know that he needs help, and they told him, it's not a overnight type of thing. It's a day by day process. And then he tried to text Zuri, asking her where she was at, while he all teary eyed, and we started little text bubbles, but she ignored that mess. Like, sir, look, it was just, look, he's a quick pumper. Okay.
You ain't getting no motherfucking sympathy from me, dog. Like, you know what you're doing. You're a grown man. Like, there's no excuse. Everything is your fault, man. So I have no sympathy for this guy, right? He needs to go back where he came from. Period.
Yeah. We see Keith. He met up with the homegirl. Don't know her name. Yeah, okay, you know what? The homie. We can say the homie because listen, she not like us. Okay.
I'm not like you. Yeah.
He met up with the homie. He basically done her to know Reg's proposition, and she said she's willing to meet.
But a Deuce has a car.
I didn't even pay attention. I did not even pay attention to that damn thing. Then we know Alicia sat down with Tiff and the lawyer to discuss, her being the executor. I did not mean to leave this up there. Hold on.
Yeah.
To discuss her being the executor of her estate in case she passed. Tiff said that she needs more time, and she said, "Listen, no, we ain't doing all that. Okay, think about your child's future." And that was probably really
that locked in.
That.
But then at the same time, what I'm sure what locked her in was, you're going to take over everything if something happens to Alicia. You get all the businesses, and that's what Tiff always wanted. You have an empire of her little smoke thing, but now it's expanding. Now that she's down with Alicia, you know what I'm saying? So hey, you popping off at people. If you die, you about to go real soon. So I could be the heir to all of that. That's how I think she's thinking. But Tiff thinking about the D.
So then in therapy, Dom is basically asking Jamal if he wants to be a parent or just have kids. And it was given really he just want to have kids. He said that, he wants somebody to carry on his bloodline, and she don't feel like that's a good enough reason. Therapist basically said, listen, this is not going to be resolved in one session. And y'all don't have to come back.
Okay? That's the lesson. That's the lesson. You need to have this discussion before you get married, not just get married just to have sex.
Exactly. Then I actually like her. Shanita.
Isn't that Wayans? That's one of the Wayans. That's one of the nieces. Yeah, she's a comedian.
Oh, I thought I liked her. I liked him in the scene.
Yeah.
Keisha met with her about managing Smokies. And really, I just made that super short. She got the job. I liked her character. I think Keisha liked her. Also, let me see. Let me get to some of these comments. Okay. Reggie Pickle nose ass. What? Wait. Whoa. Hey, what? Reggie Pickle nose ass was lying. What was lying his ass off to Keith's cousin about why he why he pow Emmett. He pow Emmett because he was mad that Emmett was whooping his ass when he tackled him. Yes, he was. He was getting his ass whooped.
Yeah.
Okay. Damien is such an unnecessary character on this show. Get him up out of here. I agree. I think that Kenya will get arrested for the bodies on that strap that they left Kenya. Ooh,
yeah.
I hope they took the strap from her.
They did. He did. He took it, and when he said you coming to church, he took the strap.
Oh, okay.
So maybe he might get caught with this strap because he's the one that is in his possession now. Or he may give it to Nuck. Who knows? There's so many different scenarios that could happen, right?
Yes. Does Papa Mama know that Papa got money from Pastor Zeke? I don't think so.
I mean, I think he would have had to explain where he get the money from, right? And he already know that
he got it from his stream, from his Papa pulpit.
She know that Papa been, and excuse me for this term, Papa been up Pastor Zeke's ass, like putting him on a pedestal. So where else? Right there, you good job. I was waiting for that Queens to come out. But yeah, he been putting him on a pedestal, and and he knows that she don't like him. So where else would he get the money?
Yeah,
because he does work there. He was working at the church. Yeah, I think it's an assumption.
Let me see. I'm sick of looking at Damien shaking my head. I want his house hopping ass off the show. I agree. He got to go.
He got to go.
I totally agree, Steven. Get rid of Damien. I think Damien will stop or go back to gambling next episode. I hope he does stop. But even if he don't, I don't want nobody to help him.
Damien gonna get popped. Damien gonna mess around with the wrong person. We waiting for that day. That's the lesson, y'all. Stop gambling if you got a gambling problem because you a loser. Stop losing before you get unalived. Okay? Another lesson. A lot of lessons in this thing, y'all.
Okay. That Jackie with Keith. I'm sick of looking at. Oh, I already said okay.
Yeah.
Damien is nothing but trouble. He needs to go. It doesn't matter where or how he needs to go. Tiff has her own attorney. Where the hell she at though? Where they at though? DeMarcus, why would Kenya get arrested when her daddy took the pow and now has his fingerprints all over it?
Yeah, I just said that. Yeah.
Jenna's dad did not have to leave. Gemma's dad did not have to leave. he could have gotten with Dom. Neither one.
Oh yeah,
Mm,
that's a good point.
they really just getting rid of people just because.
They are.
That is Punky Johnson with Keisha.
Punky Johnson, yes. Okay.
Reg and Keys are going to Smokies. It'll get pow up again, probably. Damien's character is so useless. Plus, I hope Darnell catches him trying to steal Jada's money. Oh,
really?
He did not try to steal Jada's
steal money now? Where you get that from?
He did come to her knowing damn well she's terminally ill.
Yeah. He knows where the stash is because she went in the closet in her little box.
Off. I couldn't believe he still came.
That would be crazy.
He should have just took that ass with him.
Bro.
Like you was going there short anyway.
Nels, we on the same page. You knew you was coming in there short. Just take the beating. That's it. Don't go crying back home. Don't even go to the crib with your bloody nose. Just clean yourself up.
Your ass whooped, and he got 4 stacks.
Yeah.
Stupid.
Dummy.
That has to be the strap that took out Rob's dad.
Oh yeah.
Because it was Zay that took him out.
Yes. That's one of the bodies on there.
Damn, why would they give her that? I guess he wouldn't have a clean one, huh?
No.
Imagine final scene in the last episode shows Duda hiding out somewhere. No, we saw head gone.
He gone.
Portland.
Yeah. Head blown.
Then we see Splatter.
We saw Splatter. He shot him in the head. That brain matter was on Alicia's face, remember?
Cortland, no. Sorry.
You want to resurrect Dre? You want to resurrect Duda?
Absolutely not. Duda is gone. Okay.
Yeah, I see you.
Damien is like a drunk driver, ruined everyone's life and still living.
Ooh, that's good.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give you some shots for that. Shots. Look at
Damien gambles with someone worse than Reg and wants their money.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see. Okay, we spoke about it. Basically, the homeboy, home chick, the homie. The homie, there we go.
Home chick. Home chick. That's a new one. I love it. Home chick.
So
let's go with home chick. No, let's run with that. Let's run with that. Home chick. I like that. The home chick.
The home chick. Okay.
Yeah.
Her test was basically playing some shooting video game. And that's how she got the job. Now he knows that she's a shooter, apparently.
And she tough, and she tougher than all of them. Reg is like, yo, you better not talk. I better not do what? I want my money in cash. Like, why she gotta be so damn tough, yo?
She got something to prove.
She tougher than every dude in that room.
Sure.
Home chick.
Zeke went to go see. I'm sorry. Zeke had come to Papa's church because we know that's where he at. And niggas like, why you have me come here? He's like, okay, this is where I'm gonna be at. Okay, so he let him know that he's the one that took out Papa's daddy. So Zeke is like, who do you want to be? He's like, I don't know. So he's like, what are we doing? Like,
right.
So you talking
about a good question. It was a good question. But here's what I want to point out real quick. The fact that Pastor Stanley's big ass picture illuminated in the background, you could see on Nuck's face, he was spooked. He was like, he was twitching, and you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Crazy.
Exactly. So, then Pastor Zeke had his sermon. He's talking about being obedient, even when he doesn't understand, even when it doesn't make sense to him. And he said, when he lets go and lets God, surprising things happen. And he talks about Papa and his growth and, him trusting him to, with his father's house, basically the church. Then he gets into gun violence. and why it continues to plague their city. After the service, Alicia came to him talking about, I thought we had an agreement. He said, no, boo, you made a proposition. Okay, we ain't never agree on nothing. So she's like, oh, are you choosing them over me? And he's like, it's a lot of them. And just you might want to get to know them. Okay. So, she said, basically there's no rules anymore. He said, you want to make all the rules. And she was like, somebody got to. He said, God already has. Okay, Pastor Zeke.
Okay, Pastor.
He said, ma'am, I'm not doing this with you. Then
finally growing some balls.
He did. Finally, like you said. Then we see Tiff. Here it is. Then we see Tiff, she's feeling some type of way that Big didn't let her know that Reg was still alive. And really, he could have just said, that's my brother. What you expect me to do?
Yeah, I'm not going to be running around here and be like, yeah, my brother, I thought he was dead, but he's alive now. So,
yeah,
man, what's wrong with her?
So then she was like, I think we're moving too fast.
Self-sabotager.
Then we know Hannibal sent a text to Nook with Reg's address, and that man sent it right to Tucson. Okay. And then Tiff sends a freaking text to Nook instead of, like I said, going to get her baby. This is at this point Tiff can go to.
Hold on.
She's annoying the hell out of me. She's going too much.
No.
Like what?
Let's not let her go. Let's not let her go. I know we mad at her, but let's not let her go yet. Okay. That is still the mother of EJ, okay? I know she's not mothering him now. I don't think
he knows that.
I think if Tiff was to go, that would crush Emmett even more.
I think he thinks it might be Keisha.
At this point, yes, because it's been more than 6 months. But I think if Tiff was to go, that would really crush him even more. Because he still got feelings for his baby.
She can move away or something. Like
okay. Move away, yes.
She ain't got to be like unalive, but I'm tired of her I'm tired of seeing her on the screen.
You tired of seeing the antics, yes.
Yes. Like she ain't got to be unalive necessarily, but
okay.
We just not see her no more. So Tucson, she ain't waste no time. As soon as she got the address, she pulled up. Okay. This background picture. Okay. She pulled up, made sure he was there, and she got his picture. So now she know. Then we know Emmett has finally woken up, looking around for Keisha, but we know Keisha couldn't come in the room because she ain't lying, said that she was his wife. So Damien wants to go get her, and the first thing he said was, will you marry me? And that's why I said she needs to consider all things before answering that, because, sir, if this is what it takes for you to ask, like,
yeah. Yes.
Let me see.
It was under the rest. Like he was just like, where my baby at? He ain't there. I get it, man. That's Emmett. Flawed and all.
Jackie is replacing Dom's cousin, Serena, the deaf female. I do remember Serena. Wait, which one is Jackie?
Jackie is replacing Dom, cousin.
Because I think, and I remember Shanita, she said she mentioned Serena, and she was like, "Oh yeah, she taught me how to sign."
Yeah, I never liked.
I can't think of who Jackie is.
I never liked that Serena situation. That was a waste of time for me. It was a waste of my time. I was just like, why is she here? She's dead.
I think it was just supposed to be like a situation where it meant she was good with her hands, because all she did was knock down Duda's wife. It was
Rosalind. Like,
it's really what it was giving.
That part 2 of last season.
She was good with her hands.
That part 2. that part 2 of last season, I literally buried it. If you go watch my live from last season, I had a freaking coffin in the background. And I was burying part 2 of last season of The Chi.
Are you serious?
It was so wasteful. It was terrible, yo. I hated it, yo.
We need to do that. Can we bury people or just scenes?
I'm saying we can get a coffin up on here. You know what I'm saying?
We need to bury. I got a few people I want to bury.
Okay. Hey, we could do a special live on that one.
I love it. Okay. The new girl, Reg has better not run up on Alicia because she don't ask questions first.
That's right.
Alicia Candace? I don't think Candace about that life.
Yeah, she's smart. She seems smart, but
Candace just in the house and she smoke and lay on her back. She don't.
That's it.
The girl with the dreads that Keith introduced Reg to had me dying laughing when she told him she didn't care that he likes her. Yeah. She was like, what he said, don't talk to me like that or something like that. And basically she like, I talk to you how I want to. Who the fuck is you?
And then he started laughing because he bitched up. That's what happened. I told you Reg ain't hard like that, B. Reg, he just a pop.
Well, he just pop pretending.
He definitely a pretend. But you again notice, I think I said it last time, maybe I said it on my live or something. Reg only punks people he believes that he can punk. See what I'm saying? He one of those dudes. So Damian, Jake, right? But he couldn't punk her. Mm-hmm. When she stepped to him, he was like, okay, I like you. You little punk. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no G.
Pastor Zeke will need Judge Bradley's help. At this point, I feel like everybody needs Judge Bradley's help. He need to stay in pocket. Judge Bradley's character is very important.
Very important.
I hope we get a scene with Tip and Reg together.
What they gonna say to each other?
Yeah, why?
Why you pop my baby daddy? Because she was beating me up. Well, you shouldn't have done that. And then what's gonna happen? He gonna pile her? That would be a twist.
I mean, that's one way to get her out of here.
You had to find a way to get her out of here. Yeah, I was cool with you saying, yeah, let's send her away. But yeah, I see what you did.
You suggested it. I'm just saying that there's more than one way to skin a cat, okay? Trig needs to let Tiffany go because she gets angry too fast and move on to another man. I mean, were they really?
They wasn't really together. They it was an embryo type of thing, and they went out on one date.
Not an embryo type of thing. As she has a fetus growing inside of her.
Right. It was a little embryo, and they were trying to grow it into a fetus. It didn't get that far. It just kind of died at the embryo stage. You know, if we want to get scientific, you know.
Oh my goodness!
I love science.
I feel like Keith's friend with the dreads is more dangerous than Reg, Nook, and Alicia. I think that's what she's supposed to be like.
Yes.
Yeah, I think. Yes. I mean, and we know that because she plays a hell of a video game. What mother? We got
talking about when I was saying Tiff being a mother.
Oh, yeah, like I said, I knew we had to be talking about Tiff. I didn't remember the context, but I knew it had to be about Tiff.
Yes.
If Tiff go, that would hurt Alicia. So everybody in the show getting hurt. Everybody leaving. I mean,
that'd be 3 unalivements for Alicia. Rob, Tiff, and the baby. What if the baby don't even survive? Ooh, that'd be real dark. We getting dark.
I mean, we just said she might not get her baby anyway.
Right.
So, I mean.
Dang. We're getting dark. We going to Nell's territory. We getting dark.
Come over to the dark side.
Yeah. Watch
out. All right. Tiff has never been a mother to EJ. She always put Peen above being a mother to that child since he was a baby. Shaking my head. Ooh. Did you hear that, DeMarcus?
You make a great point.
Did you hear that?
Make a great point.
I think that goes back to her always being a bird.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's to free her son. Tucson probably drove to that house so fast. Right? Literally, the address that night, she's there. I'm surprised. Look, I guess maybe she wanted proof that he was there, but listen, it was. I wouldn't have been surprised if she came quick and saw him right then and there.
Oh yeah.
Jackie is Reg, female shooter. Oh, that's her name. The chick with the
Jackie,
dog.
Jackie. That's what he's saying.
Oh.
He was answering the question of who Jackie was. So that's home chick's name. We call her home chick.
Home chick.
Nels call her home chick. We call her home chick. Okay. That's the home chick Jackie. Okay. We writing the script over here. You know what I mean?
I expected her to have a.
More
I wouldn't expect
name?
her name to be. Yeah, I wouldn't expect her name to be Jackie.
What would her name be? What would her home chick name be? What would you call her?
I don't know. But
Venus, Shaquita, Shaquanda, what? Like what? What's the more thug street name?
She acted so tough. I just wouldn't expect it, Jackie.
She acted too tough,
like just
man.
like just a wholesome name. Just like it's like short for Jacqueline. Like
exactly, that's her real name.
That's what I'm saying. Like you would have thought maybe like she would have changed.
I seen a video like that where somebody was asking the Dykes like, "What's your real name?"
Yes,
the studs, right? You saw that video?
Yes.
And they started laughing when they said their real name.
They are hilarious too.
It was all feminine.
Because it's nowhere close to what they're called.
Right.
Their real names are nowhere close.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. So the fact that she's going as Jackie, I'm like,
right. Okay. What's her stud name? We got to find out her stud name.
I guess she like, yeah, that's my name, and what about it?
Right. Well, you know she's so tough.
Yeah, right.
We can't call her nothing else. Not even a nickname. That ain't my name.
Tucson will work with Alicia, but Tucson is also working with Nook. I don't know if that'll go well for Alicia and Nook. Big need to move on from Tiff and start showing he doesn't give a. You don't give a damn. I don't give
a filth, foreign filth.
Alicia ain't doing nothing but proving Tiff has bad judgment. Tiff ain't read one paper but signed everything. That new shooter is Hannibal's sister-in-law.
Yes.
Where's Stacey?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
Angie.
Yes, Angie. Is that the same girl that was on the bike when Reg got hit up the first time? Who, Jackie?
Same girl that was on the bike when.
Is who the same girl? DeMarcus would know this.
No, that's not the same girl. That girl was Puerto Rican. That popped Reg the first time. She had long hair then. That's not the same girl.
Okay. I think Tiff makes it out, but Alicia won't. Well,
yeah,
we did say foreshadowing this, yeah.
Yeah.
The way Keisha went back to Smokey's to handle Emmett's business while he was down, she deserves to be someone's wife. I know that's right. Oh, that's right.
She the GOAT. I call her the GOAT, man.
Something will turn Victor into Trig by the end. I don't know if it'll be Shad or Jake passing or something else.
Or if getting hurt by
you doing some foreshadowing.
I'm going with you into the dark side now.
This is the first thing Keisha did to earn her keep. Whoa, okay. Well, we don't tolerate Keisha hate over here.
No, we don't. Not over here. We got a little shade, but no Keisha hate. Not today.
Tiff is just like Tracy. She for the streets. She needs to focus on giving birth, raising her child. Yes, totally agree.
I agree.
TNT for the streets. Nobody more down than Darnell right now. I agree.
That's right. I feel bad for him, for real. He's doing a great job, the actor.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Jackie is who Reg wanted Jake to be.
Jackie is who Reg wanted Jake to be. Ah,
Wait,
okay. Yeah.
That was
They look
never.
kind of similar.
That was never. Yeah, they do. Vic needs to move on from Tiff and pay her dust by showing he doesn't give a damn. Tiff doesn't deserve Vic, and he needs to move on and start going on dates to meet somebody decent.
Yeah, I agree.
I think he's still just, heartbroken. DeMarcus, did you really agree with that? Of course you did.
Mm-hmm.
Because you in the streets with Tiff.
Ah. But what you don't know, and I'm putting your business on the street, DeMarcus, because you admitted to it to me. Yeah, your boy used to be a player before he got married. So
who are you talking about, DeMarcus?
DeMarcus, yeah.
I don't want to be a player no more.
But he got locked down, so he ain't a player no more. But he lives vicariously through these characters.
Through Tiff, apparently.
Well, yeah.
Well, not through Tiff, I guess.
That's my guy, though. That's my guy, though. You know what I'm saying? That's my dog. That's my dog, DeMarcus,
though. Reg told Jake, "I want Nook gone," and Alicia thinks that is why he hired Jackie.
Mm.
Does Alicia know? DeMarcus, you saying no to what?
What?
While Tiff out here torn between Vic, she don't even see Alicia making preparations to gather the baby and get her butt on out of here right in front of her face. Well, I mean, that could be a way for Tiff to go. I would be cool with that.
Now you plotting on Tiff.
I'm sorry, Tiff.
Get the baby, get the innocent baby, and then Tiff could go and live on the street, huh?
I mean, she's not a mother. Oof. She's not a mother. Okay.
Coming from a mom, I hear you. Yeah.
Keisha should have been with Christian.
Yes.
Oh, Christian.
He should have, but he wasn't street enough.
And
not that Emmett is, but
didn't he take himself out? He had mental things going on.
I think that's what happened. Yeah. That's Dr. Gardner's son and the judge's son.
Mm-hmm.
That's their son. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I know Tucson is going to arrest someone. She wants someone in jail. Rich, get that man out of here. Keisha is honestly trash. Keisha did Christian dirty. DeMarcus.
See, you lying. Now you capping, bro. Now you capping. She legitimately broke it off with Christian. What are you talking about?
Sir, I need you to understand the definition of trash. It is Tiff. T-I-F-F. Okay? Yes. Trashy Tiff.
Yes.
Cortland, I think. Oh, that's for Cortland. Okay. Is Hannibal a pack?
Yes, he is.
What does that mean?
Wrapped up. Pow, pow, gone out of here.
Oh, okay.
That's what a pack means. Yes.
Got you. Okay. So we don't like Tiff, but Keisha can do no wrong. Absolutely. You
at this point, yes.
You got it, Kay. You got it. You got it.
At this point, yes.
You got it.
Y'all forgetting everything that Keisha went through, man. You remember she got kidnapped? You remember she got raped? You remember? Oh, my bad. Grape. Okay, y'all keep forgetting everything that she went through. My bad.
As a mother of two girls, 16 and 9, Tiff triggered me, and I don't like the way she treats Keisha sometimes. Period. See?
Chanel's on the right channel.
Trashy Tiff.
Yeah.
But yes, all right. We have been here long enough. It has been 2 hours. We appreciate y'all sticking it out with us.
Yes.
Okay, but yes, the episode is done. We didn't got through it, y'all. Got through the comments, got through the episode.
Yeah. Good job. Everybody hit that like button for Nell.
Yes.
She pummeled through this thing, got through the comments and the story for 2 hours straight. Y'all got to give her some love. Put some hearts in the chat. Show us some love for real, because she did her thing here. Yeah.
So yes, if you have not already, please make sure you like, you comment, and you subscribe. Hit the notification bell. Vacate. Tell them where to find you.
KJ TV on all social media platforms and on YouTube. You know what it is. Yeah, man. Check us out. You know what I'm saying? Because we're going to come back tomorrow. I may stream y'all tomorrow on the channel for BMF because I know you got a lot to say about Charles. So it's going to be pretty good.
I ain't even watched the episode yet. Is there a lot of Charles in this one?
Oh, my God. You didn't watch it yet? Oh. Okay.
Oh, God.
Let's just say, because we kind of talked about it, me and Treese.
Mm-hmm.
And let's just say you're probably going to be real happy with this one.
Oh, I'm watching it tonight. I'm watching it tonight.
You're going to be real happy with this one, you know, but I'm just going to prepare you. It's pretty sad. I hope you have a heart. I know you go to the dark side sometimes, but I hope you have a heart.
Well, I know he ain't out of here. Is it just that he don't go on tour?
You'll see, honey.
That
I'm not going to spoil it for you.
I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna watch it.
You'll watch it right now.
Right? So make sure you follow us on all platforms, the TikTok, the IG, the Blue Sky, and the Facebook. And yes, catch us next week for episode 10. Love you guys. Enjoy the rest of your Saturday.
Hello.